Hello and welcome to the New York Sports Show. I'm your host, Dominic Konowski. We have Lewis from PatriotsNation Tattoo on YouTube here to talk about some NFL Week 10 predictions. Hello and welcome back to the New York Sports Show.
Thank you, Dominic. How you been, man? This is Lewis from PatriotsNation Tattoo, man.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing good, bro.
Okay, well, this is definitely a very interesting week now. I know that you're a diehard Patriots fan. They actually have an off week for Week 10. But I have to say, we have a lot of good matchups on our hand.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. You know, my team is in the bye week, so let's see what happens with this Week 10. You know.
Yeah. So we kick it off today. We have the Chargers-Raiders game at 8:20. That is the only Thursday night football game for Week 10. And I think I'm going with the Oakland Raiders. I think that they could beat the Chargers. The Chargers definitely not having the season that they wanted to, and I don't think that they could win.
Well, I got the Chargers. You say you got the Raiders?
Yeah, I got the Raiders.
Well, see, both teams are 4-4. The Raiders are 4-4, and the Chargers are 4-5. So I picked the Chargers over the Raiders. You know, the Chargers, impressed me with the defense last week versus the Packers, and the Raiders. I think they beat the Lions, so they both won. But I still pick the Chargers. It's gonna be a good game. It's gonna be in Oakland, so I still pick the Chargers to win.
Yeah, I think the Raiders could edge out. And then we have the Jets-Giants game. Is that, how is that even like a home or away game for those two teams? Because they play at the same stadium. They both play at MetLife Stadium, so you can't really say that's a home or away game for them because they're at their home stadium. That's going to be a very interesting game. Sam Darnold versus Daniel Jones. I'm going to love that matchup.
Well, I don't know, man. This is a tough one. I picked the Jets because, I don't like the Giants, so, maybe, go the other way. So I still pick the Jets. Both teams are, having a bad season, 1-7 and 2-7 in the record. So, Daniel Jones playing bad, Sam Darnold too. So I still pick the Jets over the Giants. I don't know what the score is going to be. Whether it's going to be high or it's going to be low. So let's see what happens. I know you're a Jets fan, so I still going to back you up. So I still pick the Jets. How about you?
Yeah, last week I went with the Dolphins to win against the Jets, but I'm going with the Jets this week. I don't think Daniel Jones has what it takes against the Jets, but this is going to be really, it's hard to say. I feel like there's going to be a lot of turnovers in this game between Darnold and Jones.
Okay, so what's next now?
Next up, we have the Falcons versus the Saints.
Oh, that's a tough one.
Yeah.
But I still pick the Saints. The Falcons having a bad season, 1-7.
Yeah.
I think Matt Bryant, he's hurt, so I think they got a backup quarterback.
Yeah,
so,
the Falcons.
And the Saints, they're playing good. Drew Brees came back and play really good. 3 touchdowns. So I picked the Saints. So.
Yeah, I'm going with the Saints too.
Yeah, so I'm sorry to interrupt, but
no, that's okay.
I don't know. It's kind of the Jets and the Falcons having the same season. Both teams 1-7. So I'm thinking by the end of the year, if the season is really bad for the Falcons, I don't know if Quinn, the coach, is going to be there because same thing with Adam Gase.
Yeah.
If you're not doing really good, then try to maybe fire the coach or start all over, see what happens. But yeah, I pick the Saints.
Yeah, I'm going with the Saints too. The Falcons definitely, they didn't even have a good season last year either. They're struggling right now, and I can't picture them beating the Saints. And then next up we have the Chiefs against the Titans. I think the Titans are gonna win.
I picked the Chiefs last week and I lost. So It's a Tennessee. The Chiefs at 6-3. I don't know rumors about Mahomes coming back 100%. He's supposed to be out for at least 3 weeks
Yeah.
and come, by week 11. So like, but there's rumors about and Tennessee. I don't know, man. But I think if you pick Tennessee, I pick the Kansas City Chiefs.
Now, I'm being honest with you. If Mahomes was with Kansas City for this game, then I would go with them. But I just don't think they could win without Mahomes.
Yeah, but they won last game versus the Vikings, and that shocked me. But I was almost it went in the end of the fourth quarter, so it was 26-23 to beat the Vikings. So yeah, I picked the Kansas City Chiefs versus the Tennessee Titans for this week.
Okay. And then next up we have the Baltimore Ravens who beat the Patriots. I think that's going to be the highlight of the season. And then they're going up against the Cincinnati Bengals, who are always like kind of one of the worst teams in the NFL. I can't remember the last time they actually had a winning season.
Yeah, that was the Ravens beat the Patriots last week, so that was a tough one for my team. So I picked the Ravens, but as an upset, I hope the Bengals come and just push it to the limit and play a good game. Even I think they ain't gonna have the quarterback for the Bengals because I think he got benched. So they're gonna use the second quarterback as a backup. So, but I hope if the Bengals upset the Ravens, I think that this will be the game of the week. The Bengals win, this will be the game of the week.
Oh, 100%.
I still pick the Ravens, but
100%.
I just hope for the Bengals win.
Yeah, that definitely would be the game of the week if the Bengals win. Now, I'm about to say something very bold. We have the Bills against the Browns. I think the Browns are going to win. Shutout win. Blowout win. I think the Browns are going to beat the Bills.
I picked the Bills, but that could be another upset,
Yeah.
And it'll be nice. The Browns beat the Bills as an upset because the Browns having a bad season. So so if the Browns beat the Bills, that'd be good. Even I picked the Bills in my video in my channel. So and also I picked the Ravens over the Bengals. So I hope the Bengals and the Browns upset the Bills and the Ravens. That'd be good for the NFL. It means like the team is not giving up. They want to play. They want to win. So let's see what happens. I know you picked the Browns. I picked the Bills, but I still want upset, because the upset is what gives the game of the week.
Yeah, and you said that you predicted it on your channel. Everyone who's watching this video, subscribe to PatriotsNation Tattoo. Lewis, your channel is growing fast. Congratulations on that, because you're growing fast on that channel.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it, man.
You're welcome.
I've been doing it for maybe I think only a few months. I started maybe around in September, before the NFL season, before the preseason. I mean, I see people, doing YouTube channels and doing sports and everything, all different kind of stuff. So I decided to do the YouTube channel. I know I don't got a computer right now, but later on I'm gonna buy one and try to create, my own live stream, so it'd be nice. But for now, having you helping me and at least, call you, let's call in and talk about prediction, it motivates me, and plus you too, and it helps us, your channel, my channel, because you having people to call in and talk about NFL, football, basketball, hockey, any kind of sports or NASCAR, whatever, golf, so I appreciate it, and I appreciate all the 29 subscribers who subscribe to my YouTube channel. I just want to say thank you, and I appreciate it, man.
Hey, you're welcome. Anytime. I'd love to have you on.
I like it, plus talking about sport, that's what I love.
Yeah, and I have to say you're doing a very good job. Congratulations once again on hitting 29.
Thank you, appreciate it, man.
You're welcome. So next up we have the Cardinals against the Buccaneers. That's going to be a close one. I feel like I'm going with the Buccaneers to win it.
That's going to be like the way the Cardinals played versus the 49ers. I don't know if you saw the game last Thursday night. I know they lost the game, but that running back, Dre, who was on the Dolphins, and he was asking to be traded, and he got traded. And I think he didn't know the book how to play with the team. He just came on fire, man. He started just running that ball to the 49ers, man. Even they lost the game. And the Buccaneers played a good game last week versus the Seahawks in overtime, and they lost. So, like you said, you picked the Buccaneers. I picked the Cardinals. It's gonna be a good game, so I picked the Cardinals.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be a good game, like you said, and it's gonna be a very close game, I feel like. Next up, we have the Lions versus the Chicago Bears. I don't know on that one. I feel like that's gonna be another close game. I have no idea who's gonna win though, because that's kind of like that's like the unpredictable game in the week. What do you think?
Well, both teams lost last week.
Yeah.
Bears lost to the Eagles, and the Lions lost to the Raiders. So, and I don't trust the quarterback from the Bears. I know they got a great defense, and I'll admit that they got a good defense, and they're always gonna push to the limit. And the Lions is up and down, but I picked the Lions over in my video. So yeah, I picked the Lions to win over the Bears. So they don't fix the Bears don't fix the quarterback situation when they're going on, or they're not running the ball, or the passing. Like they were playing good versus the Eagles, and they even lost. But like, let's see what happened. I still picked the Lions over the Bears. How about you?
I'm gonna go with you. I'm agreeing with you. The Lions are gonna win.
Yeah, the Bears they have an issue with the offense, especially the quarterback. I don't know. He's more like a pocket inside the pocket, or he's always like running outside. So then he likes to like run the ball, but like he's not Michael Vick or Lamar Jackson. So like you just gotta practice more and get better. But I still pick the Lions over the Bears.
Yeah, and then we have the Miami Dolphins coming off with their first win of the season against the Indianapolis Colts. I think the Dolphins are gonna win. I think they're gonna get win number 2. I think they're gonna be all hyped up. Fitzpatrick is gonna do a decent job, and they're gonna pull off a win somehow.
Well, I picked the Colts over the Dolphins. Even I don't know if the quarterback from the Colts was 100% to play the game. I think they're going with the backup, who was also Brian Hoyer with the Patriots. Now he's the backup quarterback for the Colts, so I think he's going to start Sunday. But the Dolphins cannot win, because if they win, it's going to screw up them from the NFL draft.
Yeah.
Try to get that first round pick. So for them, it's better to lose the game so they can secure that first round pick. But like you said, it can give motivations to win. So that'd be a good upset too if the Dolphins beat the Colts.
It really would be.
So now we're talking 3 games for being an upset. So I still pick the Colts over the Dolphins, but I would like the Dolphins to win.
Yeah, that's gonna be great if it was an upset, but when I come back to reality, I kind of do agree that the Colts are gonna win, because the Dolphins do need that draft pick, like you said.
Yeah, of course. Same thing with the Bengals. You remember, the worst team of the NFL draft by the end of the year will secure at least 100% to get that first round pick. So same thing with the Jets, or the Giants, the Bengals, the Dolphins, the Falcons, whatever is the low seed who having a bad record, and by the end of the season, they can secure that first pick by the percent about the voting. I don't know how they do which one will get the first percent, but somebody will. So like it's nice between, I think, the Dolphins and the Bengals try to secure that first round pick.
Yeah, it's gonna be a fight for the first round pick. Next up, we have the Packers against the Panthers. I think Green Bay is gonna win. Packers all the way.
Yeah, I think I get that one to to the Packers because I don't know if you heard the rumors about Cam Newton.
Yeah, I did.
He's reserve, so he's not playing, so he's out of the season. I don't know if that's gonna be his last game as a Panther. So and they're using Allen as a backup quarterback. So like you said,
and maybe
I still pick the Packers.
Yeah, same with me. I think maybe if they had Cam Newton, it would be a close game. But like you said, he's on the injury reserve. I can't picture the Panthers beating a team so hot right now like the Green Bay Packers without Cam Newton, because he's basically been carrying the team every time he's played for the Panthers. Every time they won, he's basically carried them.
Yeah, so the same thing. That's what I say what you say. Back here, what you said. So the same thing with Ken Newton. I think this is his last game as a Panther. There's rumors about he can be traded next year, or he can become a free agent and sign somebody else. And I think if he can go to another team, the best team he can go is to Chicago. That'd be a good team for him. In Chicago, or maybe Miami, or somewhere else, like he can play and get better. But like I don't know if he can play another game with the Panthers.
Yeah, and then we have the Steelers versus the Rams. I think Pittsburgh is gonna win, but two great teams going up. I think Pittsburgh is gonna win, though. How about you?
Yeah, it's gonna be a good game. The Steelers are doing good. They're 4-4. They're in the 500. So the Steelers is a good game to win because they're gonna become 5-4. And they're fighting for that no division. Yeah, but I still pick the Rams. The Rams, I know they're hungry and they are the former NFC champions, and they want to win and they want to be on the hunt. So they want to try to get that wild card spot, because I don't know, having the 49ers 4-0, I'm sorry, 8-0, and winning the NFC West division right now, they're the top of the league, so it's impossible to them to win it. The 49ers lose like 4 games. So yeah, I give it to the Rams. It's gonna be a good game. So
Yeah,
both teams. So I give it to the Rams.
Yeah, it's gonna be a very good game. The Rams, it's hard to say. I still think the Steelers could pull it off. Next up, we have the Vikings versus the Dallas Cowboys. That's another interesting one. I think Vikings are gonna win. How about you?
Yeah, I like the Vikings. I know Cousins lost the last game versus the Chiefs, and I think that gave them more motivation to win this game, because they want to also. I think they're in the wild card right now, in the wild card hunt. So yeah, I give it to the Vikings over the Cowboys. It's gonna be a good game. It's gonna be on NBC at 8:20 p.m. So it's gonna be the last game for the Sunday night. So yeah, it's gonna be an awesome game. Both teams are the Vikings are 6-3, and the Cowboys are 5-3. I give it to the Vikings. It's gonna be a good game, and they want to win it. They're hungry, so they gotta win. So good to the Vikings.
Yeah, I think the Vikings are gonna win too. And now our final set for Week 10. I think this is gonna be one of the most watched games in Week 10. The Seattle Seahawks versus the San Francisco 49ers, that no one would have expected the 49ers to be doing this well. Someone probably bet on that and won a lot of money. Everyone thought that the 49ers were gonna win 3 games, 4. No one would have thought that the 49ers would have such a good season right now.
Oh, yeah, that's true, man. 49ers shock everybody,
Yeah.
8-0, So this game between the Seahawks and the 49ers, it's gonna explode the ratings on the Monday Night Football. In San Francisco. I picked the Seahawks to upset the 49ers in this game. So I know last time I think there was a game like this between the Rams and the Seahawks, and I put 34-31, and I think it was like 32-30. It was really close because by a field goal. or something like that. And the Seahawks beat the Rams, and that Monday Night Football was like really on fire. So like, yeah, I picked the Seahawks over the 49ers. I mean, who you pick?
I'm going with the 49ers. I think they're gonna remain undefeated.
I don't know. Let's see what happens. This game is gonna be like, oof, it's gonna be on fire. Like people want to see this game. Same thing with it was like the Ravens and the Patriots. People want to see this game.
Yeah, it's gonna be probably the most watched game in Week 10. Definitely gonna be a defensive game.
Yeah, because Seahawks are 7-2, and the 49ers are 8-0. And if the Seahawks want to win this division, they got to beat the 49ers. They can start losing games, so they could get the top of that division. So they're starting with this game right now.
Yeah.
Beat the 49ers, and let's continue there. See if they can get better.
Yeah. Well, folks, that is it for my Week 10 predictions and Lewis from Patriots Nation's predictions. Go check Patriots Nation out on YouTube. It will be in the description below to find his channel. Thank you once again for being on.
Thank you, Dominic, and I appreciate it for for calling in, so we can talk about Week 10 the predictions. So I just want to say thank you for everybody for subscribing to my channel, and also want to thank people also subscribing to Dominic's channel at New York Sports Show. So please like and comment, subscribe when you see this video, and we will answer back to you as soon as possible. So
yeah,
thank you, everybody. Don't forget to see Week 10. It's gonna be a lot of good games, a lot of upset. Let's see who wins and loses, and peace.
Yeah. Thank you once again for being on. Folks, that is it for this video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And turn on notification bell on so it could be the number one comment. Subscribe to Patriots Nation Tattoo on YouTube. Like I said, it will be in the description down below. I'm your host, Dominic Konowski of the New York Sports Show, signing out. Peace.